Bro, Highguard just announced the end of service less than 3 weeks ago. And I'm seeing people on the timeline right now mentioning that Concord 6 just dropped.
What? We're flying to Philadelphia! Oh, hell no!
Concord 6? We had 6 already? What the heck? Anyway, let's just see what the people are talking about. It can't be this bad. Man, I'm so tired of these horrible live service shooters. Let's just get into it, man. Time Takers is a team-based hero shooter where doing damage to enemy NPCs, players, and picking up timers on the map increases your time counter. When it reaches 0, your character dies and you're out of the match, and the last team wins. It's 4 teams in a battle royale essentially. And I ain't gonna hold you, that's kind of a decent gameplay hook. But that doesn't mean jack nowadays. People saw this game and called it Concord 6 off the get-go. And with character designs such as those I've just shown you guys, that's no wonder, because these niggas cooked up some straight bullshit, bro. Like, who the fuck are these niggas? Anyway, let's just get into these wag ass designs, bro. First up, we got leotard fan service girl, quirky neon girl, some Asian lady they picked off the street? What in the... Anyway, a samurai looking guy with ugly ass armor, a realistic monkey. What are we doing, bruh? What are we doing here, man? Great value Yoshimitsu from Tekken. A random nigga with a gauntlet. Wait, hold on. Why is this nigga wearing a basketball shirt? And are those dreads? Ooh, if I speak, bruh. We are how many designs in and they're already on some stereotypical shit? Anyways, we got a guy with some of the lamest armor I've seen in a while. Goofy ass global man. A white guy. Some astronaut chick. A Watch Dogs looking motherfucker with the tagline, and I kid you not, of course it's me. Who else would it be? Son, what do you mean who else would it be? You guys are some of the lamest looking niggas I've seen. Like, what is a monkey doing here? Why do you have a highly realistic monkey? Is he supposed to be a game's mascot or something? Stuff like that works with Jeff the Land Shark in Marvel Rivals and the hovercraft cat from Overwatch. Because these niggas is cute. But you got a realistic monkey up on this hoe? This guy is not a mascot, bro. This shit don't work. With character designs such as these, you can win anyone over. And that just means you're gonna fail. Cause first impressions are everything in gaming these days. In gaming as is, first impressions are everything. And as a hero shooter, your character designs are the cornerstone of what you're building. The designs of your heroes are the most important thing, bar none, when it comes to a hero shooter. Because if I take a look at the character you made, and the aura isn't just straight up emanating from said character, I don't want it. And if there's no interest, there ain't gonna be no skin sales. And if there are no skin sales, there ain't gonna be no money. And if there's no money, the game ain't gonna be there for a long time. You feel me? So, if the character you designed looked like a...
That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
You're gonna be in a world of trouble. For long. Let's take for example Highguard, the recently end of service, live service hero shooter PvP game. The concept artist for Highguard had 2 weeks to come up with the design for each hero. 2 weeks per character. That is nothing. You can't design a hero shooter hero in 2 weeks. These niggas need to look so good that people will want to sell the shirts off their back to buy skins for these characters, alright? And you're telling me you invested 2 weeks on character designs that are supposed to sell your skins and sell your game.
Is this nigga serious?
Brother, you are lost. Let's take Marvel Rivals heroes for example. These guys take months just to design a single character because they have to put their blood, sweat and tears into these characters. Because they are what sell the game. Just spending 2 weeks on these characters is an asinine decision. And that was how much time was put into each of Highguard's characters. Time Takers does not fare much better in the slightest. The designs of these characters is why it's called Concord 6. I looked at the closed beta test trailer and people in the comment section were calling this game Time Wasters, bro. I kid you not, bro. Like, these guys are cooked. The only hope this game has of even going anywhere is a big ol' delay. Game devs have not learned anything from Concord, because this game was, as I've already outlined in a lot of my previous videos, the biggest live service failure in gaming history. This game not only had the lowest player count out of any live service game ever, I think, if I remember correctly. The game was so bad, it shut down 2 weeks after it launched and Sony gave everyone refunds. It was that bad. People were calling these character designs everything under the sun, and none of it was positive. They were calling it lame, uninspired, and just straight up garbaggio. And game devs saw that stuff and said, you know what, let's also do a live service game with shitty character designs. And that has to be the case because there couldn't be any other way that character designs for games like Highguard and Time Takers now as well. Because this is certainly not it. You know, since we're on the topic of Concord, gamers need to get some of the smoke too, because not every game out there, not every PvP live service game that comes out is automatically another Concord, alright? I've seen people call games like Marathon Concord, and yeah, Marathon does not have the highest player numbers, but it still launched at a respectable almost 80,000 concurrent players, alright? That is not Concord. And especially from a design perspective, that game is not Concord, alright? Look at the character designs of Marathon. This stuff is actually pretty damn good, alright? Marathon has pretty damn good and especially pretty damn unique art and character design. I mean, just take a look at how this stuff looks. This is incredible, bro. This game has such a strong aesthetic. I've been seeing memes on the timeline saying that this game is so peaceful right now because most of the people that are playing this game right now are graphic designers, bro. Like, imagine, dog. I have to give Bungie their credit. This game, from an artistic perspective, is looking like $1 billion, and I have to give it to Bungie. I, as a spurned Destiny player, and if you know anything about Destiny players, these people hate Bungie, alright? There's no bigger Bungie hater than a Destiny player. But even I have to admit that Marathon is looking pretty damn good. This was the tale, and Time Takers, for sure, is just another time waster. Signing out.